Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here from NBC Sports Bay Area. It is Wednesday, right? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. So no real new updates from the 49ers about who they've interviewed for the defensive coordinator position or for the special teams coordinator position. It's the same guys, special teams coordinator Chris Tabor, Jet Modkins, Chris Banjo, and Nick Sorensen. Those are the guys who interviewed for the special teams coordinator position. And then offensive coordinator Noah Pauley from Iowa State. We talked about him. And Clay Kubiak. For defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, Deshae Townsend, and Brandon Staley. Now, like I said in my last video, I just don't think Robert Saleh returns to the Bay Area as much as everybody would like to see him. He's already interviewed for the Jags head coach, Raiders head coach position, and Cowboys head coaching position. And while I think maybe the Jags are maybe a tough situation, a smaller market, but I mean they do have their quarterback. They've got Trevor Lawrence there. As long as Robert Saleh gets a really good offensive coordinator, I think that team has a lot of talent and has a lot of potential to win. Now, it's, had its ups and downs, but you look at the talent level of the guys that are there, if they can have a good draft and if he can get a guy to really call a good offense, Robert Saleh could have some success down there in Jacksonville. As far as the Raiders go, tough tough place to be a head coach. It's, they don't have a quarterback. It's a challenging situation where I think Mark Davis has his idea of what he wants for the team. So I don't know um, how much say Robert Saleh would have. I thought they had a good GM in Tom Telesco. So, I thought that was kind of a surprising fire. They have a really good rookie class that performed well. Obviously, look at the rookie tight end. Great. Beat out George Kittle for AP All Pro team, first team. Also beat him out for the Pro Bowl. No, not Pro Bowl. First team. Yeah, first team. All Pro. Yes, that. Just looking at the options, the Cowboys, it's the biggest market of those three teams. And, it's a tough job to be the Cowboys head coach, but man, it's the hugest spotlight because, you know, America's team, according to Texas. And, it's a tough media group. There are a lot of media. Jacksonville, not that many media members. Texas, a ton. But he's ready for it. He was the head coach of the New York Jets. So, I mean, he's ready for how daunting being the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys could be, dealing with Jerry Jones. It's a tough situation. But if anything, Robert Saleh has, in his last few years in New York, has readied himself for a situation like the Dallas Cowboys. Um, so outside of that, no real updates from the 49ers, but I do think that Robert Saleh, if he's offered a head coaching job, he takes it. The more he interviews for a head coaching job, I think he's going to get one of them, which means he would not return to the 49ers. Then that's just my sense. I don't have any sources telling me this, but I just know that a guy who has been a head coach, if he gets offered a position, I think he takes it. As much as he loved his Bay Area time, why would he take a defensive coordinator position, go backwards essentially to where he was before? And then if for some reason, if the 49ers aren't good on defense again in 2025, then it's a double fail. So, right, he failed as a head coach and then failed at a job that he succeeded at before. I just don't think it's a possibility. So, I do think that Robert Saleh will get a job as if he wants to be a head coach somewhere and he gets hired. I think that's what exactly he does. I think he'll get offered a job, to be honest. So looking at the 49ers, yeah, the 49ers defense was challenged in 2024. So, that's where they really need to focus, I think, in the draft and free agency. And, they've kind of gotten away from drafting defensive linemen. And it's something that they've missed on a couple times, like with Javon Kinlaw, just because he was injured. I think he's playing well. He's playing better than he has because he's healthy, but it was a tough pick for the 49ers because the knee issues that he came in with bothered him a lot during his stint with the 49ers. And then Drake Jackson hasn't been on the field hardly at all with his knee issues. So, they've got to get a guy who not only loves to play football, but is healthy enough to play defensive line for an extended period of time. And it has not been Javon Kinlaw, unfortunately, or Drake Jackson. Now, Drake Jackson will have another chance in 2025. It'll be the final year of his rookie contract. I do not think they pick up the fifth year option on him. They want to see him be healthy, and it's been a long road for him. So hopefully, he is able to play and prove himself, and then he can go out and get another contract with another team in 2026. But, he's going to have a chance. This is 2025 is going to be Drake Jackson's chance to show that he was worth a first round pick. And if he plays lights out, the 49ers could re-sign him, but they need to see him stay healthy for an entire season. So, yesterday was a late night update, and I did say I was working another job. So some people asked what I do. I teach Pilates, and I taught 6 classes on Tuesday. So I was a little exhausted. So if I said anything that didn't make sense yesterday, that's why. But anyways, that's a little peek into the other things I do during the off season. So yeah. Um, Hopefully, the 49ers will not only get their stuff together in January during this off season, but I'm going to try to get my life together. First January, I've kind of haven't had to be traveling and working since 2020, which is crazy. It's 2025. So as much as I love the job, not complaining at all, just saying that I'm finding the silver lining in January being a little bit slower than it has been in the past 4 years. So I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to take advantage and try to catch up on cleaning. I'm going to clean out my closets and donate a ton of clothing to um, the people that are in need from the Los Angeles fires. And I'm looking at my window now, and it is, uh, a beautiful sunset, but also very sad because it is super smoky outside. I had my car outside for 2 hours yesterday, and when I went to my car, it was covered in ash. So as much as it doesn't smell smoky outside as it did maybe like on Tuesday or Wednesday, it is very, very ashy. So most Los Angelinos are not going outside to exercise. We're all working out inside. So just try to stay safe, everybody. Air quality down here is bad. I remember when it was really bad. It's similar sunsets to, was it 2020 when the Bay Area fires were going on, right? There was the Station Fire, the Paradise Fire, like all of those fires that were going on. It's hasn't been as orange and dark as it was up in Northern California during that time down here in Los Angeles, except for I think last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday last week were really thick, heavy smoke days. Everybody stayed inside. I've seen some more people go outside in the last couple days, but um, yeah, just trying to stay safe, trying not to breathe a bunch of smoke, and try to survive. All right, everybody. Hope you're well, and we'll talk to you soon. Happy Wednesday evening.